Anyways, what's up? No, it's been a while. I'll probably talk about that later. Why I've been gone for so long. But today, anyways, again, the real topic. Today I'm talking about Bardock. Probably one of the most infamous Dragon Ball FighterZ characters. Here, let me turn down my sound real quick. There, you know what? Just turn this down just a little bit so you can hear me better. And I'll put the music at 5, just so you can hear it a little bit. Anyways, this is definitely one of the most infamous characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ. In Season 1, everybody hated him. Season 2, everybody pretty much still hated him. And Season 3, he got the B assist. So, you know, everybody still hated him. He is definitely in a much more balanced state than he was in Season 1. You could probably consider him a better character than he was in Season 1. But, you know, there's so many better characters nowadays that, like, you know, he's not nearly as good as he was in Season 1. Well, he isn't as dominant as he was in Season 1. In Season 1, you would see this man on every team. Like, every tournament team had Bardock on it. It wasn't even close. Every team in the game had Bardock. Except Okami. Okami didn't run Bardock. But as you see... So, what... Okay, so Bardock does have pros and he does have cons. But, why is he so hated? Well, he's not hated anymore. I really like this character. I used to hate him. But, why is he so hated? Well, was. And it's some very simple things, but they're very effective things. It's things that a lot of characters have, but he just has them slightly better. First things first, he has a 2L low. A lot of people completely judge characters off this. Like, they'll say they're bad just because they don't have a 2L low. To a certain extent, I agree, but I don't at the same time. Sure, 2Ls are faster than 2Ms, but sometimes the 2M is just better. But he has a really good poking tool with his 2L. It's pretty safe. Well, it is safe on block. And, of course, it's a 2L low, so it hits low. Which means you get 50-50s, you know. You get much better high-low mix-ups. Like, for example, a character who doesn't have a 2L low, like base Goku, doesn't get as good of high lows because he has to use 2M, which is his 10-frame 2M. If he got his 6-frame 2L low, he would get much better high-low mix-ups, like Bardock. Okay, what is another thing that makes Bardock good? Well, he has his Lariat. And what is so good about the Lariat? Well, it has many uses. And the first use is winning neutral. You can just go like this and you win neutral. So, let me set the enemy to guard all. And I'll... Anyways, so, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. So, alright, watch. You toss out... So, okay, it's not immune to Ki Blast, but, as you see, if you get yours out first, you win neutral. You're just in on them. And then what you do is you pop an assist. Not 17 assists because it doesn't reach. And look, you win neutral. You just win neutral with this. It's easy. And you're +3 right there. So you just win neutral. If you vanish it, now you're plus, you get your turn. No matter what, Bardock always gets his turns. That's just a given. If you're playing against a Bardock player, he's going to get turns on you. You just have to deal with it. Anyways, another pro is that his spin. Why is this so good? Well, he's one of the few characters who can well, not few anymore, but he's he's a character who can pretty much get sliding knockdowns off anything. Like if you super dash, boom, you get up. If you connect with a super dash, you get a... Can I do this? Okay, I'm just jumping too much. Can I hit this? I wasn't trying to do that. I can hit this when I'm not streaming, but when I am, there we go. He can get slidings off of pretty much anything. All of these variants get slidings, and they all have different damages, but they all have the same effect. They give a sliding knockdown, a good knockdown, that can lead to more damage. And so that kind of leads into one of Bardock's cons is actually his raw damage. He doesn't do, like, I'll give you an example. The, you know, normal B&B that 80% of the characters in the game have. See, he gets 4,015. Take base Goku. Doing the exact same combo. As you see, base Goku gets more. So, Bardock, sure, he has all these tools, but they don't do nearly as much damage as someone else's. So, like, 17. 17 gets a whole lot more damage off of something like this because he has the tools. Well, he doesn't have the tools, but he just has the damage output. Bardock's normal scale harder because he has that. His double 2M. I mean, not double 2M, just double M. And also, this makes cross-ups much harder with Bardock because you can whiff it. But the funny thing is, that can actually help a lot. It just takes more timing to do cross-ups or, you know, highs with his medium than it does for, like, someone like Base Goku who has a pretty, you know, standard medium. Or even someone like 17 who has a pretty standard medium. Bardock doesn't have a standard medium, but it's 9 frames, so, yeah. Okay, let's just move on to the thing that I think everybody knows and everybody would want me to get to. It's his auto combo. He has one of the best auto combos in the game. It's just these first 2 hits are broken as hell. They beat anything pretty much. And you get a pretty damaging combo out of it. Like, boom. Look at that. You just... And it beats so much. This first jab and the smash attack after the jab do really good damage. And by the way, the smash attack is a medium, so if you get a starter from this, it technically counts as a medium starter. So you get more damage than usual. But let me just do you know, basic super dash. No, that was horrible. Okay, I'm just gonna do a basic super dash. Okay, look at that. Save the action. And what is he gonna do? Well, he punishes super dash much easier than other characters. A lot of characters use 2H to punish super dash. Bardock can just skip the whole 2H process and get much better placement using... Look at that. He can take you corner to corner. Well, not corner to corner. But he can get much better placement. He gets to choose. He gets the right to choose. A lot of characters don't get the right to choose. 17, who has a horrible 5L, sure, you can hit it, but you have to really time it. With Bardock, you can pretty much press it anywhere, and it doesn't really matter with 17, because if you hit it, which you pretty much never will, it is so much harder to convert off of. With Bardock, all you gotta do is hit 5L twice. Watch. Boom. Or, if you whiff the first, just go into the second. And the worst part, you hit the... Okay, if I can ever hit the second. Remember what I talked about before. That if you hit the second hit, it counts as a medium starter. So, when most characters would get a whole lot less damage off of someone super dashing, Bardock gets more damage off of someone super dashing. If he whiffs the first hit of his auto combo. But watch, I looked away from the screen and I still hit that. It's really easy to hit. Like, it's extremely easy to hit. His auto combo is just good. It's one of the best in the game. That's why, I think that's one of the main reasons why Bardock is hated. Well, was hated, is because of his broken ass auto combo. Anyways, let me get into his assist real quick. I already have him B, but I'll start with A. So, his A assist is his lariat. Pretty long. The This was the only assist he had in season 1 and 2. It's not a great assist. Like, it's not anything special. But it can extend combos, so if you... it's harder time than most combo extending assists. Because he, like, usually outruns them. But yes, it can extend combos in corner. You know, pretty fast. It leaves you decently plus. It's not a bad assist. But the assist that everybody likes is his B assist. And it got nerfed. It used to be able to, from full screen, it would just appear right on him. But now it goes about half screen. Like, if you're about half screen, it'll land. So, yeah, just dash in length. And what is so good about this assist? It's just a punch, right? Well, it does a whole lot. First off, you can just cross up at that point. So you get to side switch for free. Free side switches. Amazing. Another thing. It just starts combos. No matter what you do, it'll start a combo. Another thing, if you suck at rejumps like I do, guess what? Doesn't matter, you get a free rejump. Look at that. I suck at rejumps. I can't hit rejumps. Like, I will tell you right now, I cannot hit rejumps. Like, I'm horrible at rejumps. But with Bardock, guess what? That's a free rejump. I hit this pretty much every time. I used the wrong move, but, so, not only can he, you know, leave you in a bad situation. Look at that. Off of an assist, pretty much. He just makes everything easy. Another good thing about this assist. It's block stun. 46 frames. You know what that can lead to? That gives you any high lows you want. Gives you cross up opportunities. Push it. And yes, it does push them enough for a cross up. So let's say you're right in their face. Well, you can get a cross up with a lot of characters, especially someone like Baby. You can get an easy cross up. It is definitely harder to time than like a beam assist, so you can get cross ups. But base Goku assist, some people compare it to base Goku. I do not at all. One, base Goku's has like 9 frames less of block stun, which is a big difference. And Bardock's is just better. It leads to better combos. It leads to side switching. Sure, base Goku's wall bounces, but like, you have to run up to extend your combo. If you do this, if you re-jump with Goku, you have to run up. With Bardock, if, let's say you want to re-jump, you just do that. And look at the damage. If I could ever hit it. But I would get 5k off that. Off of one assist. And it's such a simple assist. It doesn't look like a good assist. But as soon as people realize, hey, this assist has a retarded amount of blocks. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. A stupid, good thing I caught myself, a stupid amount of blocks done. And then they're like, okay, now it's time to use this assist. Anyways, another thing. I mentioned this, but I don't think I went in depth enough. This combo right here, let's say you're at round start. Guess what? Boom. You're plus. You're starting your turn. Just from round start, you toss out Ki Blast, boom. Or you just lariat. And look, it leaves you +5. So you lariat into Vanish. And you get your turn. It's just that easy. Look at that. It leaves you +5 anyways. So you're safe. And if you pop an assist, you know, it can leave you, you know, plus whatever pretty much. Oh yeah, his C assist. Did not talk about the C assist. The reason why I didn't talk about the C assist is because C assists aren't amazing. But it's something for a C assist. It's like nothing really special. Has a lot less blocks than the B assist. To be honest, his B assist should probably be a C assist. But it's one of those basic C assists. It's nothing special, just leads to a combo. I would definitely say it's either his A or C assist for worse. But the cool thing about Bardock's C assist is it does do that. Like, a lot of C assist won't actually do this. Just, you know, slam them down for you. And yes, you'll get more damage off this than the B assist. But the B assist recharges much faster. So, it's like a win-win. It really depends. Do you want the faster charging and less tracking, or you just want the tracking assist that can, you know, go full screen and lead into a combo? I say B assist all the way. B assist is much better because it just appears. B assist isn't like the C assist. If you pay attention, Bardock appears behind you with the C assist. Every character does. They appear behind you for a few frames and then they do their C assist. With the B assist, he just appears. It's nothing. He's right there. Look at that. See? Did you see him behind me? No, because he wasn't fucking behind me. He just wasn't. He just wasn't behind me. Like, it's that simple. He isn't behind me. And you say, look at that. Did you see him? Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, sorry. I was paying attention to where, you know, C assists come out because it's pretty much a C assist. That can lead into anything. It's just a really good assist. People use it for TODs all the time. I use it for most of the TODs I do. Just because it's that good. Okay, talking about his B assist. What's the next good thing about him? Well, this. What's so good about it? Why is this gut punch, this 26 frame at least gut punch that can be 48 frames so good? Well, look at the frame advantage. You get 4 frames. So technically, look at that. You can technically, and let's say they mash it. Let's say the enemy has never played against Bardock. Okay. And they're willing to mash this. What happens? They get comboed. They just take a combo. And the funny thing is, watch this. Guess what? They get hit by it anyways. They get hit by it anyways. You mash it, guess what? You're getting hit by it. Another thing that's so good about it is that it does a lot of damage. It's his highest damaging. Like, if you start with this somehow, it's his highest damaging combo. Look, 4K. Because I don't think it scales, but look at that, 4.5K, and you can just go into super. Anyways, let me turn off this counterattack thing because it's annoying. Oh, so this gut punch leaves you +4, and you get a combo off it if you land it. So the only problem with it is you do have to use spin at the end. Oh, haven't gotten to those yet. Don't let me get into those yet. That isn't the segment. But I haven't gotten to. You do have to end it with spin, which isn't a big deal, to be honest. Like, boom. Look at that. I just ended it with spin. You can also end it with medium spin for a little bit more damage. As you see, you can get slightly more damage. EX spin just isn't worth it. It wastes meter. The only reason why you would use EX spin is if you're at mid-screen, which you probably won't be. Because Bardock can keep you in corner forever. Oh, yeah. But something you probably will use is EX Lariat. Why EX Lariat? Well, it gets you behind them. No matter where they are, you'll go behind them. So, let's say you pop an assist, and boom, now you're safe. Well, you are safe no matter what. It's -5. So, since you're safe, guess what? You get your turn again. And, okay, now, to move on to a con, this Ki Blast. It's not great. You're not hitting it full. It can technically hit full screen, but you have to be at least double jump height or super jump. No, yeah, you have to be double jump height. No matter what, you have to double jump with super jump, or you just have to double jump to get it to go full screen. It's not the worst Ki Blast in the game. This also isn't the worst Ki Blast in the game. But he definitely does. This definitely does make his neutral worse. Like I was talking about how he can win neutral. But anybody with the air invincible move like Yamcha's spin, well Yamcha's will fake fist and Baby's spin. I just called all of these spins. Oh yeah, the con about his spin, it's not air invincible, which means it doesn't beat super dash. A lot of spin moves like this, like, well, Babies and Yamcha's off the top of my head, beat super dash. This, at best, will clash with super dash. And that's best case scenario, you clash with super dash. But if you're trying to use it as, like, the air invincible moves, like, you can pop them at any time. I don't know how I'm hitting it. But, like, though you can pop at any time to counter super dash moves, like Yamcha or, Baby. It doesn't work like that. It can work like that, but you have to time it. Like, if you can time it, it does, it can work. But it's just better, uses auto combo at that point. Like, you're getting more damage anyways. Just use this auto combo on super dash. Or 2H, if you don't feel comfortable, doing his auto combo route. Just use 2H. You won't get as much damage, but also it's not as hard to connect. And you see, you get so... Actually, wait, you might just get the same damage, but you get the right to choose, so... Because if you land with this, you can just... do whatever you want at that point. But... yes, his Ki Blasts do lack a very much, like a huge amount. Because Bardock isn't a character who wants to stay back. He isn't, no matter what situation you're in with Bardock, you want to be the aggressor. You don't want to be the person, who's in the back. Because he doesn't have a beam. Characters who can, who usually have better neutral have multiple Ki Blasts or beam. Someone like Base Goku has both. So you can like, bait him with 2 Ki Blasts, so... and you can like 2H him. With Bardock, it's much harder because, he can't shoot as many Ki Blasts. So sure, you can try and bait him out with this 1 Ki Blast, but then they know, oh, he's not shooting any more Ki Blasts, so I probably shouldn't super dash. Another thing, he doesn't have a beam. A lot of people think about 2Ls. I think about, something with beam property. He has nothing that has beam property. He cannot go through beams in any way. He can get locked down pretty hard. Oh yeah, by the way, this is his air invincible move. Oh well, jumping attack invincible, but that's pretty much the same. So if you're looking for something counter super dash that's not one of the 2 things I mentioned first, well, you also have that. But it does less damage than both. But he has nothing... like, what is stopping Frieza from, doing all of this? Also, if you're playing Frieza, you're never going to use this. This is horrible. Seriously, who is this hitting? If the angle on this is just bad. I mean, sure, if you're closer, the angle's slightly better. But it doesn't reach, like, from full screen, you're never going to use it. That's why you never see Friezas use this. Anyways. What is stopping people from doing that? What is stopping people from doing that? Look, with Bardock, he has nothing to stop. Like, look, he cannot go through his beam property moves. Look, he is just getting locked down. The only thing he can do is hope he can vanish, which, he'll get 2H'd, but he can try, but, he can jump them, sure. But, look at that. He's getting caught pretty much every time. So yes, that is his biggest con, is that his neutral. If he can't get in on you, there's not much he can do. If he can't get that off, or if he can't get a assist off, that's why a lot of the time I don't run Bardock on teams without a beam assist, because he just doesn't have anything to get him into there. He has to have a good assist that reaches pretty far so he can get in. If he can't get in, he's useless. Like every character in Dragon Ball FighterZ, he is useless if he can't get in. But the problem is he doesn't have the tools to get in. Someone like Base Goku has the tools to get in. He can beam into an assist, and look, any assist pretty much. And he has a command grab. you know, like, he has good amounts of pressure because of that command grab. Bardock does not have a command grab. He relies on high lows, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. High lows aren't bad. But when they know you're gonna high low every time, at what point are they gonna guess you? Like, if they don't guess you the first time, at what point are they gonna guess your mix up? And then you're left minus 4 or something. And what if you mess up? Well, if you press the wrong button and you're minus 15? Well, you can... Well, no, you can't. You can... But what if you accidentally 2H? You're minus 15. And if you're at no assist, you're just getting comboed. So, he really does rely on his good buttons. He's a character who wants to get you locked down with pressure. He isn't trying to, win neutral. He's just trying to avoid neutral. A lot of people think this is neutral. This is not neutral. This is completely avoiding neutral. This is in no way neutral. No matter what you say, this is not neutral. At all. Sure, you're getting in, but that isn't winning neutral. You're just avoiding neutral entirely. Neutral is usually when you're, jumping around, like, trying to avoid each other, seeing who can get that first touch. Bardock wants to avoid that because, one, he has a lackluster key blast, and all of his tools are for when you're already in. All of his tools, no matter what tool you're looking at, they're all for when he's already in on you. So if he's already in on you, yes, he's a very effective character. But if he's at neutral without like a beam assist or something to let him get in, what are these assists going to help him with? They're not going to help him. He's going to need something like base Goku C or any beam. Now, if you have base Goku C, you can use that. And also, base Goku C is definitely one of the best C assists in the game, just because it's a beam. But I'm not talking about base Goku today. So, he needs a beam assist. If you don't have that beam assist, you're not doing much with him. Oh yeah, another thing that's good with Bardock is stagger pressure, just because you can pretty much do this all day to get your assists back. I'm not even joking. There's a reason why people don't stop blocking when they're facing a Bardock. Also, you can hit all 3 hits of your auto combo, and you'll still be safe. But you can just stagger with Bardock pretty hard. Because nobody knows when you're going like this. But overall, Bardock has really good tools. But he lacks in neutral. Oh yeah, his supers. So, Bardock is one of the characters in the game who gets double supers. Okay, if I can hit. As you see, you get double supers. It's not the highest damaging one in the game, but still a double super. And double supers are pretty much always good. I'm trying to do the combos I do with every other character. Oh yeah, Bardock doesn't get 2 lights in a row in the air, he gets 2 mediums. But, so, he gets pretty good damage. I think they were thinking since he gets double supers, he shouldn't get as much damage on his combos as others. Which makes sense. But as you see, he gets double supers, which leads to pretty good damage. Like, look at this. You get a pretty much easy, what, 6.5k? Almost pretty much 7k. Off of 1 assist. So, let's say he does that on his own. With no assist. Like, he gets the lucky 2M starter. You're getting easily past 7k. 100%. Yeah, this is definitely past 7k. But as you see, you get an easy 7.5. So he can 2-touch you. Like, he isn't one of those characters who struggles to 2-touch you, like certain other characters. It's just his neutral. That's the only thing he lacks in. If he didn't have bad neutral, he would be the best character in the game. Probably, maybe. If they gave him good Ki Blast, He might be the best character in the game. And the one thing why I like Bardock so much is he doesn't rely on complete raw damage. Like, sure, he has ways to get on you, but he's not one of those characters you're gonna get two-touch with all the time. He's just not. He's just a character who relies on mixing you up and getting opportunities off of it. Also, he's my favorite character to use against newer players because they don't know what to do at all against this auto combo. Newer players will mash after the gut punch, which is my favorite thing in the world because they don't know you're +4. And you're going to land it every single time because they have that new player mentality of, oh, it's good to mash here. They don't know what's safe and what's not safe yet. So if you're playing against a new player, you're getting easy combos. Oh yeah. He has 2 level 1s. I think this one does more. Yeah. But you can combo that first one to the second one. All of his supers are air safe. You will be able to do them in the air. And his level 3, the infamous level 3 of Season 1, just put you in a pretty good position. I think he used to put him out of corners a slight bit, like Goku Black's used to. But you're at that perfect distance where you get an easy high-low mix-up. Oh, look at this. Okay, never mind. Well, it used to be, I think, right here, so you can get a high-low. But now you can just pop an assist and get an easy high-low. Which isn't a bad thing. So, overall, where would I put Bardock on a, S to, C tier list? I would put him in A. He's not top tier anymore. Although a lot of people do think he's top tier still, I don't agree. He is not top tier. Not at all anymore. Our characters even Season 1. I don't have Season 1 characters in Baby. But characters like, Broly are top tier. Characters like Base Vegeta are top tier. Someone like Goku Blue, I think a lot of people think are top tier or on the brink of top tier. There are better characters. Kid Buu, who's completely top tier. Gotenks. Who else? Frieza. No, I'm not. Frieza's trash. But Teen Gohan. All these other characters, yes, they are better than him. But if you're a new player, play this character. It is recommended to buy and play this character. He is simple and he is effective. Anything you do with him isn't the wrong thing to do. He has nothing wrong to do. If you vanish off his Ki Blast, it doesn't matter because you're still getting a sliding. Whatever you do with this character, you're getting a sliding knockdown. If you use that. Like, look at this. For a new player, this raw, mix-up potential. And he's a good character to learn off of. He's one of the characters at the start who doesn't get a beam. Like, if you start with this guy, he doesn't have a beam. So you have to learn how to play without a beam. Of course, I'm kind of a hypocrite here because I always have played Goku Black who has a beam. And I'll talk about Goku Black probably next video because I'm going to do a lot of these today because I have a lot of time on my hands today. So you're going to see like 4 or 5 streams today on just characters I want to, just chat about. And, anyways, Bardock, A tier. 100% good character. Really good character. He is effective. He does what he does well. There are characters like UI who do, things that everybody does better. But Bardock is the originator. He's, the Season 1. He's the man of Season 1. Season 1 Dragon Ball was Bardock. That's it. It was Bardock. Bardock and other characters. That's the whole thing. Bardock and friends. That was Season 1 Dragon Ball. That's what it was called. Bardock and friends. You thought this game was called Dragon Ball FighterZ on release? No. As soon as Season 1 came out, it was called Bardock and friends. Because Bardock was on every damn team. No matter what you did, you cannot escape this man. He is probably one of those characters that will always be either hated or played. Probably both still. He's always going to be played. He's just a good character. He's an effective character who does what he does well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I love making, things like this. Oh yeah, at the end of the stream, I promised I would. So, I've just been busy with things like, school. I'm a student, full-time student, so I have other responsibilities other than YouTube. So, it's just been, a little bit tough to make content. But I will try to make more. Anyways, hope you like the stream. As much as if you enjoyed it as much as I did, thank you. If you watch my content consistently and aren't subscribed yet, it would be a good time to subscribe. Yeah, but you don't gotta like the video. You can if you want. It would help me out. But thanks. Bye.